What's going on, guys? It's your boy Majestic. I've been drinking a little bit, so this is gonna be interesting. I know this game might start kicking up here pretty soon. The first episode, of course, was the character development phase, and now we are writing our second poem. As if you've seen the first video, you know that there was two girls, I believe it was Natsuki and Yuri, that was kind of arguing about me. So I'm kind of like, relax, okay? I'm just trying to write some poems and maybe see what happens with all four of you cute ass girls over here. So here we go, guys. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. So we need to write our second poem. Who do I want it to impress the most, though? That's the question. You know what? Let me see. Charm, sadness, flying. That one went straight to Sayori. Okay. Anger. Maybe a little bit. Lazy and portrait. Nightgown. Philosophy. Let's see. Whirlwind. Vacation. Essence. My lord. Alright. We're gonna go with heart. Sayori. Oh lord. All these burps, bro. Let me see here. Ocean. Climax. Yuri, you sick dog. Alright, kitty. Of course, we're going with kitty. Melancholy, blanket, extraordinary, swimsuit, desire, aftermath. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. Romance, lipstick, empty, extreme. Extreme, baby. Hopeless, adventure. Sparkle. Sayori, okay, that's nice. That's a good thing to see. Whistle, boop, boop. All day, boop. All day long. Anxiety, of course. I have fucking fireflies, bro. We're gonna ignore the fucking fireflies, man. Childhood. Sayori, I love you, girl. You've been my best friend for years. Pout, Doki Doki. Doki Doki. Suicide, no. Inferno, rose, excitement, shopping, aura. I have to go back with aura. Marshmallow, bubbles, flee, horror, lollipop, tragedy, calm, vibrant, forgive. I'll go with forgive. Contamination, lucky, universe, promise, tears, laugh, fester. Ah, there's so many words to pick from, man. I don't know. Universe? Broken, heaven sent, pain, intellectual, of course. Passion, insight, existence, wrath, rainbow, incongruent. We're gonna go with passion. Hop, Natsuki, all day long. Bunny, of course. Sugar, we're gonna just hit all of Natsuki's favorite ones right now. Puppy, oh, super cute, right? That's all super cute stuff. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. It's gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Majestic. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Would you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. I have my reasons, girl? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Fuck. I don't know how to do these voices, man. I'm a little, Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Sayori, come on, man. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Majestic to tell Majestic to let me borrow some money. That? Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Aha! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! What was that? Kaya! What is that? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution, Sayori. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. I love you, Cookie. I couldn't live without you, Cookie. Yes. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Mmm. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're in a good mood, though. A lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. They share almost the same fucking voice. Can I try it? Jeez! Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Clearly, I mean fucking clearly. Fine! Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez! I get it! Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes! Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh?
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong, Will.
But boyfriend?
What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really.
I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I wouldn't let you down, Majestic. Monica smiles sweetly. Dude, that is such an adorable stance you just took with those green-ass eyes and that hair that seems like it can whip my back and cause critical damage at any time. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Is that really like a somehow type of moment, buddy? You know she can eat. The girl can eat. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little tired today. A little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna see some lame... We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. My lord, I've been drinking a little, so forgive my stuttering. Every day I'm stuttering. Alright, we're gonna...
Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though.
Eh? What do you mean?
Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After all, and after they come, we can do the thing that's... And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we will need to work out all the details of the event itself. I am not the strongest reader, apparently, especially while drinking. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things that make them come to life. That make me come to life, I think is what it said. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, what's up? What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair is sticking out. Look, your hair is sticking out all around. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? My, that's a little rude of me to say. Eh? That's super mean! I agree, Sayori. I am fucking sorry for my outburst, but we have been friends for a unnatural amount of time. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, it's just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even have let you do things like this.
Touché.
And if you take care of me better than anyone else, and you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, Sayori. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out,
why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Majestic, I can't wait to read yours.
I can't read. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Yo, we're showing it to Sayori first. She seems enthusiastic enough.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Majestic!
Eh?
I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem.
You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really! I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? A lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a majestic poem. It is a majestic poem. I can spread my wings and fly. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Eh? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want me to write something? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet!
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Majestic. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty self could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up. And in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. But each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Whoa, it's kind of dark. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing is the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it in no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next, guys? I'm not 100%. Whoa, who this? Alright, we're gonna show Monica. Why not? We'll show Monica.
Hi again, Majestic. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that. I wouldn't count on it.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. In common.
Fuck. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are a lot of similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two are really... It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writings have kind of a gentle feel to it. I could tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Honestly, I'm kind of worried about Sayori. If she likes happy and sad things, she's always really bubbly. So, Maybe we need to have a talk with Sayori a little bit. See what's really going on. She apparently in the first episode it said she was oversleeping more and more frequently. Whenever we got into high school, so I'm kind of a little skeptical on what's going on with Sayori. Save me, motherfucker, Monica! That's a hell of a title. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaninglessness. Of meaningless. Load me. Load you? What do you mean? Load you? What the fuck does that mean? Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I would never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind.
Don't forget to save your game. Fucking what? You never know when you might change your mind. What the fuck are you talking about, Monica? Yo, is that like a clue? I fucked up saving the first time, so I had to go back through. Don't judge me, guys. Alright, now how do I freaking go back? Save. Alright, return. You never know when you might change your mind. Okay.
Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yo, what the fuck was that shit? She seemed to have completely given me a tip that was not even about writing whatsoever. And she didn't even know what she's talking about. Alright, we're gonna show Natsuki.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. What?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, was that a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might have the same wavelength. You might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could anyone Fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
What?
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way: if it weren't me, she would probably just fly away. But think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say you could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with a much simpler analogies. And it helps if people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Whoa! I'm stupid.
Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an innocent jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they might make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
I definitely will, Natsuki. Yuri's my last option, so what's up, Yuri? How you doing? Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Majestic. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things that you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intense exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for the day? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. This is gonna be kind of hard to read. I can't really read this very well. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. What? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. What the fuck am I reading? The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto my newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. She is the raccoon. Okay. It was a little more I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it didn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. If I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. No sweat, man. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come and sit at the front of the room. Is that about that festival? Oh, sort of. Don't we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets to give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing at the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know?
There's no way I'm performing in front of a group of people like that! I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori.
I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems aloud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that Literature Club is all about. What the Literature Club is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons why we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. That's what we all want. That's what we all do. And if it takes it's standing, if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's so much to ask. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine! I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monika, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next?
Of course.
Now, let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Her infection, I think. I don't know. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around at me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the I don't know. The four of us applauded. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
What? Yuri's fired up. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called... Aftermage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables and a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and in its structure that she inunicates, I don't fucking know what that word is. With perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem close to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read it on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Majestic liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Majestic! It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Majestic lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
That's a very fucking flawless plan, Natsuki. I recognize your genius.
Natsuki!
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... But why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting.
That was Monica's voice, not... I'm not crazy. I'm not answering my own questions as Natsuki. I'm insane.
Anyway, the poem's called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You do You better not make me do that again. Well, you do at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, I'm doing it in front of. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all can have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Well, that stands, girl. My God. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Majestic, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I can see, bro, she is real fucking sad. Yo, she got feelings for sure, bro. She's been my friend for how long? I'm not gonna make her feel weird, bro. I'm walking with Sayori. She got me into this whole thing. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Majestic. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yo, I got my girl Sayori's back, bro. I ain't... 2 poems, huh? Alright, let's go with friends. Sayori, you're my friend. Bubbles! Lazy, uncanny, clumsy, adventure. Disown. Peace. Breathe. Tenacious. Ribbon. Boop. Daydream. Embrace. Precious. Heaven sent. Sweet. I'm trying to get
Sayori some things here. Beauty. Marriage. Whistle. Dream. Laugh. And whirlwind. Alright. Let's go. I think I got a lot for Sayori, guys.
Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out the festival too. Help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Are you criticizing my funnies?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways.
Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry about me. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
You don't got a fake smile, Sayori. Sayori shows a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Majestic, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the only one asking. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Majestic. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about her well-being, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Majestic.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say so much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Majestic. Have you ever thought that maybe you've...
Oh my gosh, I am so bad at reading, bruh!
Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she is keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do. So when she's behaving like this, exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with flustered look in her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Majestic. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be very fortunate. She would be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that the way that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. It is what it is, yo. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was thinking about, or what she was talking about with Sayori. I'm gonna share it with Sayori first. Hi, Sayori. Hope you're alright over there.
This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Majestic. It's really, really nice, Majestic.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Yo, Sayori, I am deeply concerned about you. I'm not even your best friend for years, and I am deeply concerned about you. Well, alright.
Hey, Majestic. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems the way that Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end,
yeah?
I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Oh, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. What?
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else.
Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write than thinking about you. That's fucking sweet, bro. And I feel the same way. And never mind. Sayori?
No! Majestic, I don't deserve this.
Of course you do. Chill.
You're too nice to me. Why are you always doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her words steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori? I glanced around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori! I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Majestic. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna be home a little bit early today.
Sayori,
tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yo, that's suspicious as fuck, man. Whatever I do, mark my fucking words. Whatever I do, I'ma keep Sayori cheered up, alright? Mark my words. I gotta make sure Sayori's alright. We're gonna share this one with, Yuri. Well done, Majestic. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all of the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Majestic?
Eh?
Well, you know how I like to say writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. That's very comforting, actually. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Eh? Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writings and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Eh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I've always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Fuck. Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds and endless engine, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Damn, son. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where the toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at this shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Yo, that's fucking beautiful.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You say that like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, I know it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad. It's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Natsuki. This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyways. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying.
Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways?
Why did I just do that in Natsuki's voice? Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Eh? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if I ended up just... What if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun just to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Yo, alright though. Natsuki, chill out. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyways,
Natsuki holds her poem out like it's nothing, like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. My God, Natsuki. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That's fucking amazing. Honestly, I think I like Natsuki's writing style the most.
Yeah? I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted to write about the same topic. Oh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about the simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice.
I fucking really enjoyed yours, actually, Natsuki. I probably liked yours more than Yuri's. No shit. No cap. Alright? For real. Hi, Majestic. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. Don't be teasing me, girl. Bro, come on, girl. Bro. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them... their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright.
Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of currents and the wind. I am so sorry, guys. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Yo, up a little more. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with that breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright, dude, that's fucking crazy.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? It can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done here sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase, which, when addressing the club... Catchphrase?
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez! Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing for something terrible when something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show us some decency.
Oh, come on! She actually wasn't...
It's my voice. How am I getting mad at Doki Doki Literature Club? She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Whew. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing!
That's right.
Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You can make some banners and decorations to help the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Majestic. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend this weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if...
Fuck. Natsuki. I'm so fucking sorry, Natsuki. I'm terrible at your voice, but I don't know.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Majestic may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that! How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Majestic to...
Well, what are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys,
let's settle this for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Majestic to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Don't take your cute-ass fucking stance with me, Monica.
I mean, no offense, but you're probably one of my least favorite ones here. You're super sweet and all that shit, but you're popular, and I don't really I don't fuck with popular people. Personally, I don't do that. I've always been like a misfit, so
I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez! Can we just settle this already?
Yeah.
Majestic, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with Sayori. She's fucked up, guys. She doesn't seem right, guys. That's not even, if I saw that Sayori option, I'm quickly going with Sayori. Like, she doesn't seem right to me, man. And she's been my friend for how long? Of course I'm going with Sayori. I mean, if it isn't going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be too difficult. Oh, fuck, are you serious? I'm not allowed to pick Sayori? Just think of the club, okay? Bro, this is fucked up. I'm just trying to kick it with my homegirl and like talk about what's going on with her, man. She is not okay. I'm going with Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that that's just because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Aw, I'm fucking sorry, Yuri, dude. There's only fucking one Majestic, alright? That's good. Even though Yuri is being more melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Majestic? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good for me, though. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking! Natsuki starts pouting, too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Fuck, that was my voice. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri! You really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make this event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori wouldn't say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah! Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more to do. There's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, because I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally wouldn't have gotten home without... You literally would have gotten home without realized you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea that slipped my mind. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all of the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyways, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah! I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you'd better look forward to it.
Oh, didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before.
Yo, this voice is really fucking hard for me to do.
That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyways, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Ah! Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, I really would have. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Bro. We're gonna save it here, guys. Alright, guys. I mean, shit's about to start kicking off right now. I could tell. I am really concerned about Sayori at this point. She seems distant and depressed and weird. And Yuri seems to be hating herself a little more than usual. But fuck, man, this is the thing. I don't know what to do. I'm Sayori. I got you, Sayori. Don't fucking worry. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm not the strongest reader, I know, so I apologize, guys. But as always, man, it has been your boy Majestic, aka Madge, and until the next video, peace out, much love. Shit's about to take off. This next video, it's gonna take off. Take care, guys.